Hey everyone, Paul at ISM. Welcome to another inbox review. Today we're going to be looking inside the 68 Chevy Chevelle SS from Revell and seeing what we think of this fairly new kit. Before we get going today,
make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the little bell notifications, get notified of all our latest videos. Click the like button and leave a comment. I do read and reply to all the comments and appreciate everybody that takes the time to leave a comment on the channel. And of course, if you scroll up in the description, there's a link to a big long list of all the items I use in my videos. So if you see anything, you should be able to find it in there.
Okay, so yeah, this is a fairly new toolkit. I think it came out last year. It cost me £23 off Amazon, which was the cheapest place I could find it. It being a new toolkit, I'm hoping it's going to build up well. From what I've seen online, it builds up really, really well. This is going to be a future video build, so you will see this on the channel at some point, hopefully in the next few weeks. We've already picked our colour out. We're going for classic copper, which I'm in the process of sorting out with Gravity Spain. And hopefully, once it's built, it'll look good and it'll go together and add a bit of American muscle to the channel, because I've not video built anything like this before, and it does look a good kit. So let's dive straight in and go and have a look and see what we've got in the box. Right, okay, so it's a Revell Level 4, 125th 68 Chevy Chevelle SS 396, 121 parts, and it's 20.1 centimeters long. We've got the box art, which is a drawing of the car going down a city street, in black, which does look good. I have to say, it does look good in black, although that isn't the colour we're going to do when we finally get around to building this. On the back, we've got some pictures of the engine bay, some of the rear end, front end, and the interior, which looks to be pretty very well detailed, to be fair. It is a fairly new kit, so you would expect it. And we've got our paint callouts there as well. So if you're using Revell Aquacolor, which is what they will be, they're the callouts for you. So let's have a look inside. So it's a typical side opening Revell box, which I don't think many people are a fan of. They are a bit of a pain. We've got our instructions, one of the newer Revell offerings, which are good. I've seen these before. And we've got a big old bag of sprues. And something else. Our decals. Nice decal sheet. And the usual info you get with a Revell kit. So we'll pop the box to one side. Move my light out the way a bit. And there we go. So yeah, Revell bags, not the best. All chucked in one bag. I would prefer to have separately packed sprues, but it is what it is. It's pretty common for Revell to do. At least they don't use staples. There is tape on there. And it's heat shrinked as well. Very thorough. So we're going to cut this open. There we are. Let's see what we've got in here. So while they're all packed in one bag, they are individually bagged. I say individually, all those are in one bag. Chrome is in another. Glass is in another. Hopefully this will be better than the last kit we reviewed, AMT. Well, we didn't review it, we had a quick look through the box. We've got our body, tyres, brake lights, etc, etc. So, should we start with the body? I think we will. Yeah, all heat sealed. Let's have a little looky see what we've got in here. So make sure the bag's empty. We've got our body. We've got some pins for the wheels, brake lights, and our tyres. Right, let's have a look at the body first. Let me zoom you in a touch so you can see it as well. Okay. So the body is cleanly, very, very cleanly moulded. The panel lines aren't the deepest, but they are there. Actually, yeah, they're not too bad. There's no flaws, there's no flash at all. It's a really, really clean body. Nice shape, really is a nice shape car, this. Yeah, no issues there. We've got the tab underneath for the sprue number, but that easily it folds under out the way, just to run over with sand and that'll be gone. And yeah, I can't see any issues there with the body at all. The window wipers are moulded onto the front, which isn't the best. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it is what it is. Yeah. No real visible seams either. They're going to be a... Yeah, there is a seam there on the roof. That's pretty nasty. It's kind of like a recess seam just running across the top. But again, run over with a sponge sander. That'll be gone over the tops of all. It literally runs up, over, down the A-pillar, across the front, and that's it. So that's a 5-minute job to get rid of that. But that body does look really good. So obviously you've got the front section and the rear sections, which are in 2 halves, if I remember right. So yeah, the body looks really, really good. So we'll pop that to one side. Tyres, might as well do the tyres while we're here. So let's have a look. Treaded tyres, a couple of points where they're attached to the rubbery sprue. The red lined as well. There is sadly a big mark in one of mine there, which is a real shame. Like a bit of damage where it's been just at the top there at about 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Not the end of the world, but still damage at the end of the day. Yeah, tyres look good. Nice tread pattern on them. Not much of a seam through the centre, again, which is really good. We've got our pins. These will be for the wheels. So 4 metal pins and pre-coloured plastic, which I assume are for the tail lights. So again, no problems there. Chrome, I'm just going to grab the bags in the order that they are. Chrome parts, now being a new Revell kit, I'm hoping the chrome is pretty good. Just going to have a quick look around before we have a chat about it. So we've got 2 wheel designs. It actually doesn't look too bad, the chrome. It doesn't look too thick, so I'm going to give it a buff up with a t-shirt. Yeah, the chrome's not bad. It's not too thick. You can always dull it down a bit with some matte varnish if you don't want it to be too shiny. Actually looks alright. Yeah, I think you have to pick and choose the parts you want to dechrome, whether you want them ultra bright, and if you want to dechrome them and spray them, or a tip I've seen lately is a bit of dull coat, which works very, very well on the chrome parts. So yeah, it's not the best chrome, it's not Tamiya standard, but overall, that's not bad at all. 2 different wheel centres we've got there as well. All our rocker covers, interior mirror, door mirrors, door handles. We've got the front grille. Yeah, I'd say overall, it's pretty good. What about the stripping it? No, I think I was going to do it. I'd probably just matte varnish them, like I say, just to make life a little bit easier. Now, the main bag, which most of the parts are in. Let's see there. So, we'll start with the chassis. So, what I've noticed about this one is the actual frame is separate. So you can paint it a different colour quite easily. Somebody else I actually saw build this commented on how much easier that made things. So you can paint the actual chassis itself one colour and the frame another. So you could do like a semi-gloss or a matte black on the chassis. Then you could, on the actual floor pan underneath, and then the chassis rails themselves, you're doing a different colour gloss black or whatever. So it just makes life a little bit easier. There's a little bit of detail on it. The fuel tank's quite nicely detailed. There's some raised and recessed detail there. There's not much to write home about really. It's pretty basic. Inside there's nothing really at all. We've also got our clutch, brake assembly, assuming that's a foot brake, accelerator. And yeah, they're nicely detailed, nicely raised surface area on those, which is pretty cool. Yeah, clean, very, very clean kit. There's not an ounce of flash on there at all. Oh, sorry. Oh, I take that back. One little bit just there. Other than that, though, that's it's pretty clean. It's not bad at all. So, chassis rails, like I said, all moulded in one piece. So they obviously fit in there, in that recess around the edge, and what have you. So, like I said, it gives you the option to really paint that up differently should you wish. You've got your exhausts, prop shaft, drive shaft, battery, Shooting at a steering column. Yeah, again, really nice and clean. The odd whisper flash here and there. Overall, that's not bad at all. Just needs a light cleanup. Yeah, not too bad at all. It is like a brand new toolkit. I think it came out last year, so you would expect it to not be full of flash. But with it being Revell, yeah, yes, sometimes, yes, expect the worst. Right, so we've got our front and rear seats. The front seats are in two parts, as you can see. We've got our dashboard, which has got a little bit of detail on there too. The rear bench seat, door cards with the front and rear cards with winders on, armrests, so on and so forth. Steering wheel, which is quite smart. We've seen that in the picture before on the box. Drive belts. These will be the two rear pieces, I think. That's what they look like. They fit on the back there and there. From what I've heard, they fit on no real trouble at all, which is good. So again, no problem at all. Like I said, the seats are in two parts. You can see you got the fronts and the backs. Got some nice detail on them, so they'll hold a wash well. Same with the back seats. Dashboard's going to hold a wash well. A little bit of detail painting. That'll look pretty interesting. Yeah. Side door cards as well. Nice recessed detail as well. So yeah, it's pretty well detailed, I'll give it that. Right. We've got our hood or bonnet, depending on the world where you're from. And again, no problems there. Hopefully it fits well. A little bit of excess plastic around the edge. You just have to run a sander over. And if you're using 2K like I would on this, when you fit this, make sure it's not too tight. Maybe just run a sander down the side, take a little bit of plastic off. We've got our wheels. So that'll be the wheel backs. We've got a centre console, some visors, steering column, and so on and so forth. Even the underneath the hood / bonnet is a bit of texture underneath. So that'll look pretty cool once you paint that up as well. And again, for Revell, nice and clean. Plastic's not bad. It's in like a semi-matte satin finish. You can see a lot of the marbling through the plastic where it's gone through the mould, which has no effect at all, but it's about the only thing I can point out, really, to be honest. Yep, so no problems there. Now, we've got our engine, which is a 356. I have no idea about these numbers at all. None at all. Ask me about a red top YB turbo block. I don't know a bit about them. American engines, I have no idea. So, engine's there in two parts, so they're the two halves. You've got the heads, we've got the covers that are over there, sump, got the fan cowling, the exhaust manifolds, or headers I think they are, as you call them over in the States. Radiator, bulkhead, the radiator fan, hoses. Yeah, not bad at all. It's even got the addition of clips on the hoses, which is a nice little addition. Goes part of our suspension, the rear diff. Yeah, some nice detail there as well. I assume it's going to be painted up in a bright red or orange. I think it was on the box when we get through the instructions. I know nothing about American cars at all. I know nothing about small block, big block. Haven't got a Scooby-Doo. No idea at all. So I will have to wing it with this. I might try and wire it up. And what I remember, the distributor cap had some detail to it. Now, where is it? See, this is a good point. We didn't see. I'm sure I saw a distributor cap in the pictures when I was looking in the engine. There it is, right there. See? I knew I'd seen one. Right there, there it is. So as you can see, it's got the raised detail. So if I can get a very fine drill in there, which will take some doing, I could wire it up, or I can get a pre-wired one, but I've got to order from the States, and they're not cheap, and they'll take a while to get here as well. But yeah, the distributor cap's going to add a little bit of detail as well. It did look really good when I looked at the pictures. Obviously, we're having that terrible AMT kit. I thought the next kit I'm going to buy, I'm going to research well, hence why I bought this. But yeah, the detail's good. The radiator's really nicely detailed. The cap on top as well. So, a nice little touch there. So yeah, I think that's going to build up a nice, detailed, pretty good looking engine, to be honest. Just going to move my sprues. Bear with me. There we go. Right, clear parts. Now the parts that can really make or break a kit. I'm not going to comment like I did last time. So, well, they look really good. Take them out and think, oh my god, they're shocking. So, okay, they're nicely clean. They're all nice and clean. We bring that up. A little bit of dust on there, the white you can see. So overall, it's not as optically clear as you're going to get a brand new Tamiya kit like that Super was, but it's more than acceptable. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's a little bit of optical imperfection as you look through, but yeah, very happy with that. That's good. You've got all the lights there as well. The rear quarter lights, front rear windscreen. As always, for some reason Revell never had side windows, or all the kits I've seen don't have side windows or lights. So yeah, there's no issue there with the glass at all. It looks really good. Yeah, I don't think it's going to give you any problems at all. Let's pop them back in there. There we go. Right, so let's have a look at the decals, and then we'll go through the instructions. So, printed in Italy. They are really good looking decals. I'm not too sure on the lap belts. They look a bit iffy. Just look a bit odd. I think I've got photo edge to do my own, so I'll probably do that. Option of red or black stripes. Not red. Where am I seeing red? White or black stripes. Yeah, we're going with classic copper is the colour we're going to do. So I don't know what colour would look better. It would be black, white or not. Don't know, we'll put it on by ear, but everything else is good. There's loads of little engine bay details. You've got the SS decals. Nice metallic Ford Jet 325 brake horse BP, is it? Is that brake horsepower? Might help if I put my glasses on. But yeah, they're really good decals. Nicely printed, all in register. Nice and clear. They're not overly thick either, they're nice and thin. Certainly a multitude of choices for license plates or number plates. All different countries. Yeah, that's very cool. I like that a lot. So they're very good. I can't see a single fault on them at all. They should go down really well and hopefully have no issues. I think black on the copper would look good personally, but like I say, we'll play that by ear because we are going to video build this. This will be my video build after the GT40 is done, so we will have to pick a choice very soon. Thinking black on the copper might look quite good. Right, last of all, instructions. Let me zoom back out of touch. So this is Revell's newer style instructions. These have been out for a while now, so let me grab that bit of paper for the decals. They changed over to this some time ago now. They're much nicer, easier to read and understand instructions, and rather than being a stupid big fold out sheet, they are a lot better. So if we start off at the front, we've got a picture of the car, nice colour picture of the car, which does look really good. Obviously what it is an enclosed safety sheet, which we have over here, which we're not going to bother reading. First page, you got some hints and tips on how to read, circle things, the use of elastic bands and clothes pegs, H2O and soap, wow, water and soap, cutting parts off, test, have to test, it's very important. Gluing your wings on. I don't remember seeing any wings on here. I think they're ailerons, to be honest. Stir your paint, as I've said before, has to be clockwise. Has to be. If you stir it the other way, you've got to throw it away, start again, because the paint is absolutely useless. And use your eye to read things. Again, very important. Paint your winged parts yellow. Or if you don't want to paint them yellow though. Okay. And once you've painted them, scrape all the paint off with a knife. And use a green thing to push along the edge. Apparently you've got to use a magnifying glass to look at the part. I wish I'd known that. And you have to use 1 centimetre magnifying glass, I assume it is, don't know. Again, steering wheel is yellow for some reason, so we've got to paint the steering wheel yellow with brush paint, and then we can't touch it until 10 to 2, according to this. Once you're done, cut the steering wheel off with a knife, cut off a star decal. Again, you've got to look. It's decal number 1, very important apparently. Yes. Decals in 10 seconds in 30°C water, which is 86 Fahrenheit. Don't leave them in any more or they'll be useless. And then you have to use a star and whip it off to the left. Job done. And then when it's all thingy, go online and complain to somebody. Very important again apparently. So yeah, there we go. So don't forget, paint your wings yellow, stir clockwise, scrape all the paint back off, and use a magnifying glass to look a bit 1 centimetre. Very, very important points. Oh look, there's all the things there. So I want to see what that 1 centimetre thing is. What's that thing banging on about? It's not going to tell us, is it? No. Okay, so I have absolutely no idea what that thing's going on about. But yeah, let's move on. Painter there as well. There's a full page of paint. If you can zoom in, I don't know if you can see it from there. We're not going to go through them all. And then even more paints. So again, if you can see them there they are again. And now we've got 19 and 1x, 5%. Yep, for mixing your paints, because Revell doesn't really do colours for anything. All the sprue layout. Need spare parts. Get online like the other guy, exclamation point. And complain. More sprue parts, as you can see. Nice and clear. I know I'm taking the mickey out the first few pages in instructions, as I always do, but the sprue layouts are really clear. I mean, there's no mistake in those parts at all. Nice and clear, no problems at all. And these are even better now. Now, I've got to admit, it's a bit busy. I don't remember the last one of these being this busy. So, let's work it out. So, you've got your tips at the top, you've got drip glue everywhere, and put brush blue, apparently, on this one. And then you've got your sprue parts, paint call-outs, then you've got chrome. What on earth is that? See, I'm stuck already. Let's find the legends at the front. So what's that telling us to do? Probably doesn't even know itself. Nope. Okay, so apparently that's A. I'm taking that to colour. Must be. Let's go back again. A is aluminium. It is, that's the colour. So the colours, yes, okay. Right, so not only is it the colour a letter, it's the colour is in there as well. Right, okay. They are busy instructions. You've got a lot of info. You've got your decals there, number 29. So, okay, so once you get your head around this, it should be pretty simple. But there is a lot of info about this, because it's got those points at the front that we had, number 4. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Are these the order they should be attached? Must be. So these are also the order that they must be attached in as well. Okay. So yeah, we start with basic assembly of the engine, painting it up. You can detail it should you wish, which we may wire it up. We'll see how that goes and have a look as we get through the build. But then onto the chassis rails, getting the steering rack in, getting the engine mounted as well. We're then onto our interior, getting that all detailed up and painted as well. Gonna need to do some masking in there. Front and rear seats, dashboard, bulkhead, firewall, whatever you want to call it. The battery down there as well. They are nice and clear instructions. I just think they're, I mean, look at that. It's so busy. You've got all these points to take on board. You know, glue, paint, don't glue. 2 times, decals, decal soft, special. There's a lot of information to take on board there. So yes, I think you have to take that and make sure you take on board what you've got there. But they are clear, everything is laid out clear, but I just think this makes it very, very busy and a little bit confusing. Attaching the chassis rails to the bottom of the floor pan, exhausts, radiators, glass in as well, so it goes in that way. Attaching the body, front grills. So we need to get the body on first. Yeah, we do. Okay, looks pretty simple. Filter, rear parts on. Obviously, if you're painting this up and you go to the body first, which we always do, these will go on first. Get them glued in place, set. Make sure you're happy. Then get it all painted up, and then we can attach all this lot. So this is all chrome. F or R. Okay, so you got choice of colours on the back. Tailpipes, the hood hinges, and then painting as well. It does look good in black. I don't want to do black. I saw the colour. Another builder did it. It was Bad Boy Body Shop, I think it was. Did a classic chrome colour, and that's the colour I want to do. So that is what we'll be doing. But it does look good in black, and again looks equally good in red as well. And that is it. That is our instructions and all the kit looked at. Okay then, so yes, it looks very, very good. It's nicely cleanly moulded. As we say, there's a little bit of hints of flash here and there, but nothing really detrimental to the kit. Body looks nice and clean, the chrome looks good, the glass looks good. Plenty of detail in there, the engine's well detailed. So I think this is going to build up to be a decent build and hopefully make an interesting video build as well. So like I say, I'm hoping to start this in a few weeks. So I'm going to get the GT40 out of the way, which is the current video build. I'm halfway through doing part 2 of that. I'm going to do my R35 probably for myself, not as a video build, and then we'll come back with the Chevelle and do that as a brand new video build. And hopefully we can do it justice and get a really nice looking car out of it. So there we go. So as always, make sure you let me know in the comments what you think of the kit. Have you got it? Have you built it? What do you think of it? And yeah, that's it really. As always, check out the International Modeler Facebook page and forum, umpretail.com, the Live at the Bench page, the Off Air Hangout group, and my Paul ISM page. These are all linked in the description down below. Everything, all the tools that I show are all linked down there as well, and products, everything from lights, cameras, tools, knives, paints, everything is linked down there. Click on the description, it takes you a big long list, and that's it. Make sure you sub to the channel, click the bell notification, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. I do reply and read every single comment and appreciate everyone that takes the time to leave a comment, so thank you all. And there we go. Nice little inbox review on a Saturday morning. I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.